I'm Alex Saltz with APS Mastering in Astoria, New York. And I started out all digital at the time, using a very basic setup. And then as I built my analog chain a few years into it, I started getting very particular about my converters. I heard the Burl A to D, the Burl Bomber A to D, and something about it just kind of moved me, I guess. All of a sudden, I felt like I was hearing deeper into the music, and I felt like I was more involved in the sense when I would listen to tape playback or recording. So that's kind of the feeling I got from the Burl stuff. And I've been using it ever since. A to D converters in the mastering game are used often for gain, for level. It's well known in the industry that a lot of mastering engineers, especially old school techniques, were to clip the A to D converter coming in, and then once you get that hot level, you use whatever devices you want to bring the signal down below full scale. There was the Aperture UV1000 device, which was kind of an old school device, which would actually remove the digital overs. But what a lot of people do is they remove it in the output of their workstation, or they might put a limiter and just bring the ceiling down, a tenth of dB. But anyway, getting level, I find it's a different kind of sound. When you push the Burl, you can slam it a lot, and it is very forgiving. More so than a lot of other converters I've used to get that clipped A to D level. Now, clipping the A to D is not for everything, but if the music has overdriven guitar and distortions naturally, it can be an effective way to get the level up. In some cases, you don't even have to do any limiting digitally in your workstation if you run the signal hot enough into the A to D. So the Burl is just very good at that. And I was lately doing some tests where I was comparing clipping the AD by maybe 6-7 dB and comparing that to using an array of limiting plugins, even clipping plugins, even clipping your workstation internally digitally and then putting a ceiling in that output. The Burl would sound better. There would be a fullness, there would be something to the mid-range that was more desirable and immersive. So that's just another good technique that I think a lot of mastering people use this technique. And if you haven't heard the Burl A to D, maybe check it out, because I think it's really good for that purpose.